Hi guys, and welcome to Bajerski YouTube channel. It's a glorious day today. It feels like we're in the height of summer, which it's so hot on the night. I've got a great big fan blowing at me all night up here in the magical mountains of P.E.H Pueblo. We're on now on the second day of the Pure Energy Healing Practitioners course, which is going absolutely amazing. First day is always the most exciting because we get to know each other and we get to learn all the principles and the foundation of pure energy healing and how amazing you are. And we get to experience healing as well, and lots of tears, lots of release. It's beautiful to see, and it's such a natural process when you're in a safe environment like here. And I think when you're with somebody who speaks their truth and somebody who isn't frightened of saying I make mistakes, I think you feel more comfortable than be with somebody who claims to be a guru and doesn't make mistakes and listen to me, I'm almighty and powerful. I think a true guru, if you like to use that term, is somebody who shows you who the guru is within you. So I think when we have this opportunity to share our knowledge with people, I think comes great responsibility. I think all teachers, guides and gurus and soothsayers and all these people who basically have power over others should learn how to use it correctly and should always be humbled by the fact that they are so lucky to be able to share a message to people. Often people ask me if everything's as it should be, why are some gurus and teachers so egoistic? Why do they take people's power? Why do they hurt me? Why did I listen to a guru and they let me down and things like that? I think part of the journey is to learn how to experience these people and to become stronger than them. So I think all of us have to experience that at some point. So the difference between pure and ego. So I think I work daily, and one of the things I often say to my friends, my true friends, and you know what true friends are? The ones who tell you the truth. The ones who tell you the truth, but in a loving way, in a kind way, not in a personal attack way. There's a difference. And I say, always tell me when my ego kicks in. Always show me if you think my ego is kicking in. And I remember when I was going through my separation, there was a day that Susie said, you're starting to get ego. And I nearly fell through the floor. And I looked at myself and started to understand why that was said. And I think it was because I was taking my top off in Ibiza, because I was walking around, perhaps. I don't know, I'm not really sure. Do you remember when I took my top off on one of the videos to say I'll take my top off if I want? But I can see how some people can misinterpret ego. And a lot of the times, I think I'd like to share this story with you because I see it every day. And the story is of men and women who share pictures of themselves on Instagram. A lot of people misinterpret that and see it as, oh my God, who the hell do they think they are? When you actually see the bigger picture, as I've learned to do, I don't see it that way. I don't think, oh my God, not another selfie. I actually send them a prayer with love, because deep down, when they do that, it's because they're craving some love and attention. Then they need a little bit of love from people because they're in a lonely place. We've all been there, so don't think I'm saying it because I haven't, because I've been there. Maybe when I took my top off, people interpreted that as I was after or craving attention from female audience, but actually I don't think I was. But maybe you'll say I was, so I don't know. I wasn't looking for anything. In fact, I'd spent 20 years and I wanted time on my own. And yeah, I don't know. Was I? Wasn't I? I don't know. It's not as if I want females to be all around me and want me, and that's not what this is about. So I don't think it is that. I don't think when women and men take photos, it's because they want men and women around them. I think the deeper understanding of that is that they just want love. They want to be loved. They want to be told that they're beautiful, that they're and I think, yeah, because I was going through a divorce, I probably needed a hug and I needed a lot of love, and I didn't get that because of my own self-doing, because I wanted to be on my own. I wanted to learn how to be dependent on myself for the first time, to be able to, for somebody to not tuck that in. So I kind of battle between, leave me alone, I need to find myself, and I need a cuddle. So I think what I want to say to you today is, I've often said this, don't judge people just because you see them on social media posting pictures of themselves. Okay, half of the people are doing it because they want likes, because they want to grow an audience, and they want to do well, because a lot of these, new age techie people are telling them this is the way to do it. But I'm talking about the genuine people who are sharing pictures, and you may think that they're doing it because they're filled with ego and they think they're beautiful. That's not always the case, guys. They do it because they just need a cuddle. And what I tend to do is, whenever I see that as a friend and friends, I send them love. I send them healing and saying, hopefully they will find that inner love and peace in themselves. And, I often say to people, if you want to know how somebody's feeling at any given moment, just look at their Facebook page. Look at what they post. Because if you look deep into it like I do, you can see far more clearly than anybody else that they just see and judge instantly. I see the pain and suffering a lot of us go through. And a lot of the times when we put out messages as well, it's normally a reflection of our life as well, and what we feel, or we felt let down, and we'll post something about something. So we're trying to say it's not about me, but it is really about us, because we wouldn't be posting that, because we wouldn't have felt that. So, that's another thing. But really, if you want to know the truth, the people who don't post much, they're the ones who are far more balanced and happy in life. Can you believe that? You see, the guru, the true guru, wants to find their peace by stepping back from the masses, which means they don't want to interact too much, because they've actually found their peace in the interaction of people, and they don't need, because it is a need of people to acknowledge them and feel them and see them and say, oh, aren't you beautiful? Isn't that a lovely necklace in between your bust? It's a good one, right? Oh. And hey, listen, girls and guys, if you've got it, flaunt it, do what you want, but deep down we all know what you're trying to say and do. Well, a lot of us do anyway. And we're here to say, you know what, the only person who you should be looking at to love you is yourself. And when you find that love in yourself that you're looking for out there in your posts, and waiting for the likes and waiting for the comments, the day that you overcome that is the day that you will be in true, pure balance of spiritual self. That is the truth. And that's what I work on. So maybe, just maybe, the pictures that I took back then was because I needed a cuddle. Maybe we've got there. Yay, we've got there! You see, I don't really know what I'm saying most of the time, but what comes in helps me, and I think, oh, this makes sense. You think, oh, he knows what he's talking about sometimes. And I go, no, I don't. It just comes out. So thanks, guys. So we've got it now. So the ultimate of happiness is that you don't even need to post on Facebook a picture of yourself ever again. Then you've really got it inside. So every time you post a picture, you know that you've got to work a little bit harder on yourself. Hey, we got it. Okay, guys, I hope some of this meant something to you guys. And if you do post every day of your breasts and of your tops being taken off, you're in my heart. And wow, you look great, by the way. Just so you know, I would far rather see a smiley picture of you than of your top off, or your boobs sticking out, or your whole body in a bikini. Because you want to know the truth? Do you actually think a man's going to want you and love you if that's all you're posting all the time? Do you think the men who are looking at you and going, whoa, look at that bum and look at them breasts, you actually think that that's the person that you want to attract in your life for the rest of your life? You don't think he'll be looking at somebody else's breasts and bum for the rest of his life? Is that one man going to come to you and say, oh my God, I saw your breasts and bum and you're the one for me? How about posting something of love and sharing something about yourself, and then a guy or a woman, if you like women and you're a woman, how about them saying, oh my God, your message touched my heart. You touched my heart by what you said. They're the people. That's your love. That's the person who you want. And you know, from a perspective of a man, and this is the truth, do you think a guy like me who sees pictures of you sticking on social media of your bum out in the water with a bikini, do you think a guy really wants to be with a girl like that? Really? You might think, oh, that's nice, she's nice, you know, but you know, really? Do I want to be with somebody who's posting pictures like that all the time? Because if I'm with you, you're going to be doing it all the time. And then I'm going to be thinking, wow, you know, is that all you're doing? Posting pictures of your bum and your breasts, you know? So you might think I'm talking like an old-fashioned guy and judgmental. I'm not. I'm just trying to help you see the truth in what we do. And sometimes we do it because I know why we do it. I've just said why we do it. We do it because we want attention, we want love, we want that perfect person to be with us. But how about stopping that, changing it, and just saying, right, from now on, I'm going to write down from my heart what I feel with a nice smiley picture of, or of a lovely view, or a smiley picture of myself with clothes on. and then post that out there. And I promise you, you will get people who actually feel you for who you are, not for what you look like, or your breasts, or your bum, or whatever it is you do. So, you know, if you look at a lot of my posts, they're of how I feel. And they're channeled messages of how I feel. We all get them. Don't ever think that you're any different from me. You're not. You'll think, oh, Matt, this and Matt, that rubbish. You can write something beautiful. And when you write something beautiful, Spirit brings the right person to you then. So how can Spirit bring the right person to you when you're showing your bum and your breasts? That's not the moment. So the moment is when you're probably out doing something that you would never normally do, like you might be cleaning your car, or what, you know, you might be doing something mundane and looking scruffy. That's when the right person's brought to you, because then you're at your most natural. And that is when true love really happens, when you're at your most natural. If you want true love, if you want to know what true love is, you've got to be at your most natural moment. You know what I mean? This is me at my rawness. And if you're loved because of that, and somebody falls in love with you because of that, then that's love. Not because you're dolled up with wonderful makeup on and you take an Instagram picture. No, that's not you. That's a mask. That's not really you. And then if somebody falls in love with that mask, they want you to keep that mask on for the rest of your life. But then you get down and upset because you think, well, that isn't me. And then they see you in the morning without your mask. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? So what I think I'm saying today, the big message today is this. If you want to know how to try and find true love, be as natural and as honest about yourself at any given moment. That's when Spirit stands up and takes notice of you and goes, hey, she's ready now. Let's give her love. Let's bring that right person to her, or him. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I've gobbledygooked too long. I love you all, and I hope this message has touched you a little bit. Be as natural as you are, because my dear friends, I love you when you're natural. I really mean that. Natural is the most beautiful energy that you hold. It is a gift beyond any makeup or big boobs or beautiful bum or, you know, poses in ballet and swinging on a swing or whatever you may be. No, natural you, the pure you, the truthful you, the real you. That's what love is, and that's what attracts true love. From my heart to yours, have a great day and be natural. Bye, guys.